Howdy. This is Jane Lou truck stop. I stopped here on the way to Florida. And now I'm stopping here again on the way back. Yeah, there's always parking here, and there's a restaurant, and I booked a hotel in Erie, Pennsylvania. So 382 kilometers left from here to Erie, PA, which is 240 miles. So I can probably do it like in one setting, but maybe I'll stop somewhere just to catch a breath. But it's so so easy driving, you know, in a car. Talked to a guy that does real heavy stuff, you know, with like 10, 12, 13 axles, and he says with this new truck I would definitely need a flip box, you know, that gooseneck extension. The one that goes on the front, kind of like a flip axle, except it's a piece of metal that flips out and gives you extra 23 inches of gooseneck swing radius, you know, because he says if you want to haul, you know, probably close to 95,000 in payload, you need to be able to move, you know, the fifth wheel closer to the front to put the weight on the steer axle. And that's $4,000 US. That small piece of frame is $4 grand, but he says you can find them cheaper online, so maybe I'll ask Kenworth to include that in the price of the truck, you know, just add that money towards the price and let them, you know, put it on the lease. And I just fueled up over here using 93 gas still, because they still have it, and the price was pretty nice. Last time I filled up was like $3.15 per gallon. Over here it's like $2.85, you know. But it's still not the best. Like I think fuel in Canada is better, both diesel and gas. And I picked up this at the restaurant. I just had like 5 poached eggs, dry toast, and water. That was my breakfast / lunch, brunch. And I have this real estate thing. I was thinking about this. That's definitely way cheaper to buy stuff, you know, in US. You can buy a pretty decent, you know, property for like 100 grand, you know. Then I just wanted to see here what they have, like prices. Okay, see 64,000, 125. I see 260. 13.5 acres of land, 260,000 bucks. But yeah, some basic house you can buy for $40,000-$50,000. That's like impossible, you know, in Canada. 4 bedrooms, 2 baths. Where is this? Weston, West Virginia. 50,000 bucks. I think I'll buy 2. One to live in and one for spare parts. It's definitely way more affordable than in Canada. And my bank now, most Canadian banks now offer loans for US properties, because you know that's one thing that was stopping people in the past, Canadians, to buy stuff in the States, because US banks were hesitant to give loans to citizens of Canada, you know, because it's a different country, right? So the contract would have to be, you know, really specific. But now Canadian banks have partners in US, like, you know, like a Royal Bank of Canada has a Royal Bank in the States, or whatever, CIBC, you know, has CIBC in the States. It's different companies, but because of this, now it's much easier to get financing for Canadians. You just go to your Canadian bank and they use the US counterpart, and then they can get you a loan, you know. So there is some snow on the ground, but it doesn't look like it's new snow, you know. You know, trucker's habit. A lot of people are probably thinking, what the heck is this guy doing? That's why normally I don't park. I don't park like this. Перекур, as they say in Russian. Actually, wait a second. It's not the correct. can't say it again. Let's try it again. Перекур. Перекур. Smoking break. Yeah, I did one video here, like for photography, because there's a parking here, but you cannot get there with a semi truck, and they have signs, no pedestrians, you know. And if you go like maybe 1 mile that way,
in 600 meters, make a U-turn.
yeah, I just want to grab a coffee and use the washroom, and then keep trucking north. I think I'm like 90 minutes from here to my hotel. Wow, look at diesel.
Make a U-turn.
365 per gallon. Greedy pilot. Oh, I forgot that I'm not driving a semi-truck. I was just going pretty much almost to
Take the next left toward US 422 East, then turn left.
the truck stop.
Turn left toward US 422 East, then turn left.
All right. So how far am I? 135 kilometers. 90 miles. So this is Newcastle,
Take
Pennsylvania.
the next left toward US 422
Yeah, so
East,
diesel
then turn left.
365. The cheapest gas is 275. And just to give you an idea, in West Virginia I got 93 gas, like the most expensive over here, and it was 285. Pennsylvania, you are crazy. Nice looking room, and to give you a hint, the hotel has a very red roof. Now check this out. This is definitely not Florida, you know, or as they say, we're not in Kansas anymore, so definitely I'm not in Florida anymore. And I asked them when did it snow like this, and they said, well, not yesterday, not 2 days before, but you know, like last week, but there's a lot of snow. But it's pretty warm right now, well, relatively. I think it's like +5. What is that? Probably like 41, 42. See, everything is melting. So this is Erie, PA. Okay, I bet this guy is gonna hit that car. Now watch. Wow, he's good. Backing like a pro. I backed into the parking lot too, but on the other side I did not know where my room is, but the coolest thing is that on the other side is I-90, and this is much quieter. Check this out, they have this little shed, designated smoking area, so you cannot smoke anywhere inside or near the entrance. Cool. That's how our hotels are. You know, in Canada, most places you cannot smoke. So from here, it's only about 85 miles to the border. I could have crossed today, but you know, like it's vacation, so I don't want to kill myself and drive 10 hours a day. So I took it easy, and plus, especially since there's no there's no point in rushing, since my new hotel, extended stay in Guelph, Ontario. It's kind of like, we have Kitchener, Waterloo, Cambridge. Cambridge is where I'm located, but then there's like 10 minutes to the east, closer to Toronto, there's another nice town called Guelph. 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 And that's where I used to live. I used to have an apartment in there. And ironically, that's where I'm going to be spending the next month, because one of the hotels gave me like the best deal. They met my bid for the long stay. And a friend of mine who's drives for Landstar, he lives in Guelph, so we might meet for coffee or something. Because his old truck, he has a Volvo 2006 with a whole bunch of miles on it, and he doesn't want to let it go, and it keeps breaking, and recently had some serious issues with oil leaks in the engine, and his truck has been in the shop for like, I don't know, 10 days. So anyway, so I'm gonna be home tomorrow, Sunday, and some guy wants to come and see my trailer, so we'll see what happens. But I'm getting less and less confident that I want to get rid of that trailer. So I saw two guys today pulling 4-axle trucks and 4-axle trailer with a flip, not a spreader, not a stinger, so 8-axle rigs. And both of them had the big rough terrain cranes, like with just 4 huge tires, big crane, and they were going both on the same, I think they were going south on I-79. So anyway, so this was installment number 3 of Bye Bye Florida series. I might record something tomorrow showing my new digs, and maybe I'll have some news about the trailer, but we'll see what's going on.